What is up, everybody? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 642. Rare Sunday. That's right. I usually don't do Sundays because I'm usually finishing editing Kill Tony, but this week I started earlier because we have a new sound mix that we are trying, which pretty much sounds pretty awesome. You should hear a nice upgrade on Kill Tony tomorrow. For the most part, there's some things that need to be fixed. My soundboard's too loud and a couple other little minor tweaks that I'm going to do for the following week. But it should sound a lot better tomorrow. But because of that, I finished early today. And so now I can join you. And it's Memorial Day tomorrow. So a lot of you guys don't have to go to work tomorrow. So I thought, why not? What a perfect day for a rare Sunday. Hello, I'm having my first drink of the night. Happy Sunday. I am drinking out of a Death Squad mug, of course, and you want to get one of them mugs, you know where to go. You just go to deathsquad.tv, the original website, Death Squad, where you can find every single episode of Kill Tony, including tomorrow's episode with Brian Holtzman and Ian Edwards. Oh, I love Brian Holtzman. Has moved back to Texas. He moved back to LA. He lived in Texas or Austin for a year. Then he moved back for like 6 months. And now he's back again. It's so great to have Holtzman back. Fucking love it. Love it. Anyways, if you want to go get one of these mugs, these fancy old Death Squad mugs, you just go to deathsquad.tv and at the very top you can click on Shop Squad. Or you could just go to shopsquad.tv and there you have the mugs, the shirts, the hats. And there's some new hats coming very soon, within a week or so. There should be some new hats and some other new merch, so keep your eye out on Shop Squad. Also, when you're at deathsquad.tv, you can click on Sunset Strip right here. You might have seen the advertisement at the beginning. That's right, I own a comedy club now, and I have a weekly show there called The Secret Show. That's right, The Secret Show, every single Thursday. If you're in town, if you're a fan of Kill Tony, usually this is packed full of people you know from Kill Tony. Usually Tony's on it. Usually a lot of guests that are in town. Maybe they're doing the mothership. They'll run over and do a set. There's always a huge lineup. It's usually about 15 people, 15 comedians. So it's a night of nonstop comedy. And there's always a bunch of surprises jumping in. So check out that. Go to Sunset Strip ATX to find out the whole schedule, including Roast Battle is going to be there Wednesday and a bunch of other shows. Check it out. Look at all these freaking shows. And to get there, just go to sunsetstripatx.com or just go to deathsquad.tv. Everything is at Death Squad, including tour dates, Shop Squad, Kill Tony, and you got everything else there. Boom, 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 boom. Also, if you want my P.O. box, and if you want to send me some email, there's my P.O. box, there's my email. I usually open it on the air. So if you want to send me something, you have a product, you have your own company, or just want to give me a little gift, there you go. Or send me an email. Boom, boom, boom. All right, this is a welcome everybody. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button at least. It's all free. This is a chill episode. There's not, it's the weekend. There's not much VR news. I got a couple things I don't even know if I may get to. Maybe I can just try to kill time. But yeah, this is going to be a very chill episode. I do have a couple things I wanted to talk about or show to you. I always like to show you like new things I bought, new gadgets, new toys, new drunk purchases. This isn't a drunk purchase. This is something that this is one thing that I do buy a lot of, and it's portable battery packs. Battery packs that you can charge up, throw in your book bag, throw in your whatever car or whatever, and you can charge. And a lot of times, they're like these big bricks, and then they have plugs in them. This one is actually a pretty nice one. I don't even know what company makes this one. This is Hypercube, I believe. Hypercube, something like that. Hyper something. This one's nice, but it's big and bulky, and it's pretty fucking boring. And one thing I didn't like about it is it only comes with USB-Cs, the plugs, USB-C plugs. And but this thing is huge. This can fill up your iPhone probably 40 times. I don't even know how much this is. Well, I saw this the other day, and just what I'm about to show you. I saw this the other day, and I love translucent things. Like when like you might have seen the new Power Beats Pro Studio headphones that just came out. That's translucent. Like you could see through them. There's other things like the old Game Boy, which is translucent. Well, look at this battery pack. This is a translucent battery pack, and you can see all the freaking cool things in it. You can even see the batteries that are in it. The whole thing is just clear except for the ends. This one also has USB-C and regular USB, and it also has a plug for an adapter, like a DC adapter, like a laptop, I guess. Is that what that would be? DC in and out. Anyways, it also has this really cool, this is what I really liked about it. It has this really cool little LCD screen on there, and it shows you like what your battery is at in volts. And if you plug something in, like I'm just going to plug my iPhone into this, and you could actually see what it's charging at. So you can see this graph is going to turn like it is now charging right here. It should be. Looks like it's charging. It's ramping up, I guess. That shows you how fast it's charging. You know, I think plugging in your iPhone, it can get up to 30 watts plugged in the newer ones. But I just thought that was cool, so you know actually like how much charge you're getting. That's the thing. Like a lot of times you don't even realize when you're plugged into like a power adapter or one of those charging bricks you get with your phone and stuff like that. That's like a very underpowered power brick, like the kind you get at the gas station and shit. You think it's all the same. It's not. A lot of those cheap, shitty ones only charge like 3 watts, 5 watts at a time, even though your phone can charge faster. And this can charge as fast as possible, pretty much. It shows you exactly how fast it's charging, so you know. Like if you ever go, why is my phone take so long to charge? Well, you're probably plugged into some bullshit power adapter. Or you ever go to a hotel and they have those like USB ports for you to plug in next to the bed? Like those things are like the shittiest ones ever. Like you plug in that thing, it's going to take you forever to plug your phone in. So that's why when I travel, I always this is airplane safe. I always keep like an external battery pack with me at all times. Just so not only can I charge anytime I want to, but it also I know that I'm getting faster speeds. And this thing is just I just love it. And let me just show you the website for this, just to show you what it can do. Because not only can it just charge, let's just take a look at all the pictures real quick. It has 100-watt output. So you could plug into this thing and you could charge your MacBook Pros on this. Like a 16-inch MacBook Pro. You can use this as a power adapter, a battery to charge your MacBook Pro. You can't do that on most of these little power banks. It's got, of course, all the safety and stuff. You can charge three devices at the same time, like an iPhone, iPad, and a MacBook all at the same time. It's got an IPS screen that has the power monitor display, input, output. You can pretty much monitor what's going on, how fast something's charging, how fast the battery is charging. And of course, it plugs into laptops, Nintendo Switches. You can do it all. One thing that I thought was interesting, though, if you were to buy this on Shargeek's website, that's shargeek.com. Yeah, I don't know about that name. It's $220. Well, Amazon is actually having a sale right now, and this is a pretty fucking good sale. It's $169 right now. It says it ends in 3 hours and 35 minutes. So if this is something you're like, I might want to get that, trust me, now's the time to get it. There's a link below on the YouTube page that will take you right there, an affiliate link. This price has been, I mean, you can just see here on Honey. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This price shit, it's legit. It is it's actually a really good deal. It's usually at $229, and it looks like it does go on sale maybe once a day, every 9 days, it looks like, maybe. I don't know, for one day. Anyways, if you're thinking about that, check out the link. Here it is. I just think this is like a pretty fucking cool little gadget, something that it will be great to travel with, and it looks cool as fuck also. So there you go. There's the Shargeek Portable Storm 2 charger that I thought I would show you guys. Yeah, nerdy enough, huh? And yeah, it's got great reviews. 633 reviews and a 4.5 star rating. Yep. Check it out on Amazon. Anyways, there you go. Yeah. Let's talk about batteries, guys. How are you guys doing in the chat room? Zappa's mustache. Redban, should I buy the Kiltony 10 stream? I mean, if you want to see it live, what is it, $20? It's going to be filmed by Moment House. They're going to do it. So it's going to be, you know, a different company filming and editing it and stuff live. So that takes the stress off me and Yoni. Uh, so yeah, I mean, if you want to watch it live, if you can't make it to the show, might as well. It should be fun. I know Tony has got a lot of little tricks up his sleeve. And, you know, when it comes to the 10-year, you know, crazy shit's probably going to happen. So you probably don't want to get spoiler alert type shit happening to you because, you know, you didn't see it live. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to be cool. Moment House usually is pretty quality. They do good shit there. I mean, that's all they do is live streaming stuff. So it better be good, right? Yeah. What's going on? Pooter. Hello, Penny. Hello, Blue. Hello, Zach. Hello, Jason. Hello, Jim. Hello, Jade. Hello, Wookie Sugar. Hello, 2040 Sil. Rhino. What's up, Big Lemon Shirt? Yeah, check out this shirt. Juji Fruits. That YouTuber I talked about the other day was wearing this shirt. He wears this shirt all the time. So I was like, what the fuck? Where did he get that shirt? I don't like it though on me. It's a little too yellow. This is a little too bright. I like wearing yellow shirts, but this is a little bit too much, I think. This might be okay with like a hoodie over it or something. But I don't know if I could just wear this as is. Yep. You need a girl with a fetal alcohol syndrome? Nice. Look, it's easy to tell. Their eyes are farther apart. They're like, I thought I could like move my eyes for some reason. I don't know. I haven't even smoked yet, and I thought I could just move my eyes like that. Yeah. Is it at the mothership? No, Kill Tony 10-year anniversary is at this big, huge theater. Yellow shirt with some brown pants. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This is just a little too yellow. I don't know about this shirt. I don't know. It's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too loud for me, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. What else I was going to say? You know what? I'm going to smoke a little green tea since this is a chill episode. I'm going to smoke a little earlier than normal. Just because, you know. Excuse me for a second. All this shirt is missing is glow in the dark. Yeah. I mean, I know. All right. Let's just mildly check out some of these news stories. None of them are going to be great. Let me just close some tabs. I got more tabs open than a Chinese phone book. You know what I'm talking about. Let me get this YouTube. Ah! No. All right, let's just look at a couple of news stories casually. Nothing's great, so who gives a fuck, you know? Yeah. I don't know if I talked about this the other day. I might have talked about this Friday. I don't know. Do you guys remember? Anyways, high-flying action co-op Everslaught Invasion launches on Quest 2. I mean, this picture right here, this, I guess, screenshot or whatever this is, makes it look like it has pretty good graphics. Anyways, it's coming to the Quest store. It's going to be $25. Oh, I guess it's out right now. It's out right now. And there's a new trailer. Let's just watch the trailer. You know, why fuck around? Did we watch this already? I don't remember. I fixed the sound though, so that's good.
The corrupted armies stand at our doorstep.
I don't think we watched this.
You look nervous, cleric. You should be. Choose your weapons wisely and bring swift death to their ranks.
It's like a little, kind of a gladiator
The warrior
feel.
must be vicious and unyielding.
What?
The rogue will have to be
Why? What? I don't like that kind of art style, man. Like, this art style is very dark and kind of like Quake-ish, you know, like, and then the explosions are like cartoony, like Zelda. Like, look at this. Like, what is that? What was that? Like, what is this? That looks like somebody drew an explosion in with paintbrush. What are they thinking? Like seriously, this is fucking really, really weird. You're combining two different kinds of art. Like, this is kind of realistic, gothy, I don't know, dungeony. Then you get this like cartoony cell shaded crap. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, guys. That's a big turnoff.
Will have to be quick and cunning. The vanguard must rely on his ingenuity and devastating firepower. Fight through the pain, cleric. Let the wounds of battle fuel your undying resolve.
Did they rush it? I mean, they could have like easily just grabbed some basic GIF animations off of fucking Google that look better than that, you know? Or just made it a different color. Like, they made it so drastic. Everything.
For in this unforgiving new world,
It almost seems like they took a game and added, like, somebody else got, like, they fired everyone and they got some other person to do it. And they're like, well, I can do it, but you know. That just looks stupid.
dedicated.
God, what are they? Look at these stupid red balls. Wow, that looks like that could have been a good game that was ruined by some dumbass. That's dumb. Yeah, blood orb splatter. That looks like fucking orbs. Like kid, look at that red ball. That's supposed to be blood. Why does that look so different than everything else? I do not like that at all. That is so sad. Look at that red blood. I guess when you're playing, you probably don't notice it as much because it's like fast action, maybe. But you had to make that red, that color red at least. Can you make it like more crimson or something? That's just fucking stupid. And that explosion earlier that we were looking at, that's stupid. I don't give a fuck about this game. Everslaught. Anyway, it's available now. Joy. Horror Bar VR rises again on Quest. I think we've talked about this maybe before or twice, but now it's on Quest 2. It was first released back in 2020. You play as a bar boss juggling some unique orders ranging from burgers made with still beating hearts and brains to bloody drinks served with frozen eyeballs. So this is pretty much like one of those games where you, why is it not? Just show me a fucking trap. This is like one of those games where, you know, it's like one of those cooking simulations where you're like cooking, but it's like mixed with gore. I know we've already checked this out before, but let's just check it again, I guess.
Fear doubleth all. But there's even bigger appetite of the zombies walking into that bar every night. Get over your fear and serve horrifyingly delicious brain burgers. Mix bloody drink.
Somebody said, or hashtags, you said maybe realistic blood would have changed the writing from that game that we just saw earlier. True. But I mean, I would rather have realistic explosions. I see, that's when it makes me do, like, it's not going to change the rating because you have those fake explosions, you know, also. If it was just the blood, then yeah, I'd be like, all right, they're just being stupid about it. And if that was the case, then you just make it more realistic looking and change the blood to green or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather see green blood or gray blood or black blood. But since they did the explosion that style also, I don't think it's that. But yeah.
Get over your fear and serve horrifyingly delicious brain burgers. Mix bloody drinks. Create dishes from gloomy creatures living at the bottom of the aquarium.
This looks fun.
Don't freak out when you may have to serve cut fingers as french fries or revived rat, which is considered a fine delicacy here. Be prepared for special guests and unusual situations. Horror Bar. Horrifyingly cool game.
This is a fun looking game. The graphics actually look pretty good. And there's blood in it. Look, same blood. But this actually looks like a fun game to play. This is a game that I could see, you get the family playing. Yeah, this looks great. Sometimes it's the art style and the feel of the game. I mean, just look at this. This looks fun. Bringing rats back to life, cooking fingers in the fryer. Yeah, what else do you want? That looks fun. So anyways, yeah, the game is coming to Steam on October 30th. So it's not out yet. But they plan to add more levels in hopes of releasing the title in full in the next 4 to 6 months. No word yet on PSVR 2 or Oculus yet. So that's coming to the PC. That looks great. Does it say if it's from the same people that do Work Simulator? Yes. No. No, I don't think it is. Looks like it is. Cool. See, that wasn't that bad. That was a fun one. Oh, God. What is this? Paint Fiesta looks like Microsoft Paint in mixed reality. Paint Fiesta is developed by Mike Festa, and it's inspired by MS Paint. Paint Fiesta launched earlier this month on Quest 2, and it has hand tracking support, and it's available for free for a limited time. So if you have a Quest 2, grab this while it's free. Don't be silly. Here's a free game. It's launching a Kickstarter campaign on May 31st to expand this into a full release. Let's just take a look at the video. So what this is doing, this is taking the camera, it looks like, from your VR headset. It's allowing you to paint on your own walls in your own environment. So this isn't really VR, this is AR. And this guy looks like a cool guy. I wish I could be that free with my hair. Like, this guy just doesn't give a shit about his hair. Like, what kind of style is that? That's just like, whatever it does. I'm not knocking this guy's hair, but I'm just saying I wish I could be that free. Because, I mean, he just doesn't give any fucks, right? There's no style. I mean, like, does he comb it or do anything with it? Or are you just like, you're about to be on a commercial for your game. So that's how you comb it? You don't care. That's just how it is. Interesting. What kind of mustache is that, too? I mean, you're about to be on a commercial for your video. I'm guessing you're the guy who made it, Mike. I bet this is Mike. You have like a 5 o'clock shadow mustache, like a Mexican female, 14-year-old Mexican girl. That's mean. I was kidding.
Ever wanted to draw on your walls?
It is Mike.
How about open a portal into your ceiling to see the night sky?
Okay. You have a fun voice, Mike. I want to hear your voice one more time from the beginning. Have you ever wanted to, like, go outside and paint on your friend's face? You ever want to do that?
Wanted to draw on your walls? How about open a portal into your ceiling to see the night sky?
That's cool.
What about visualizing home improvements in real time?
Nice.
Bring your imagination to life.
That's a good idea.
A new VR game.
So yeah, imagine if you wanted to paint your kitchen a certain color. You can open up this app, paint your kitchen whatever color you want, walk around your kitchen with that color. That's a great idea. I was thinking that the other day, like my downstairs bathroom. the paint sucks in it. Like there's like a couple like blemishes where things have happened. And I'm like, well, I got to paint this, or I got to touch it up. But that every time you touch up paint, it never looks the same, right? It's a different color. Even if you get the same color, it's still a different color. You can see where you touch up shit. It never works. Anyways, so I was thinking like maybe I could just, paint it a whole different color. I was thinking like a light mint green. I like light colors, and a lot of houses have white walls. Ours have like, what would you call this? Like coffee, no, milk with a shot of this, a glass of milk in like a beer glass, a typical, was that Pilsner? Is that what's called, Pilsner? Why does that seem weird? Just like one of the regular glasses of beer you get at a restaurant. It looks like a glass of milk with one shot of espresso in it. Maybe half a shot. It's kind of tannish, but not really. It's actually, it looks like the guy's wall behind him right now. It's kind of tan, like a lighter. Anyways, I was thinking like maybe just do like a light green. I used to have a kitchen that had a very light yellow. And I know that sounds like cringe, but every time I was in that kitchen, I just felt so happy and alive. Eating breakfast when you felt like you were in an egg, it did something to you. I don't know what it was. I had a house in Ohio right before I moved to LA that every single room had a different color. Unfortunately, like the bedroom was like dark crimson red, and it made the whole bedroom really dark. But then the room next to it was like baby blue. And then my office was bright red. And then the kitchen was yellow. And like every room had a different color. And at first, like that was one of the negative things when I moved into this house. I was like, oh my God. But we were like, we're going to paint this, eventually. But I ended up just falling in love with it. Like having a different color in every room was really cool. It was really cool. Imagine having like a nice purple, like a pastel purple. Yeah, liquid fox. Yeah, I like pastels. Pastel purple is pretty nice. Not like the purple this guy's wearing. All right, let's watch this guy. I'm sorry, I'm going off.
That I'm developing with your help. It's 2023, and it's been 10 years since the Oculus Rift made its debut on Kickstarter.
I have that.
The technology is becoming more intuitive than ever, and now breaks through the fourth wall. In January, I challenged myself to build and publish a VR game in 100 days that would showcase the potential for two of the most interesting new VR features.
That's awesome.
Hand tracking and pass-through.
Why is it blurry?
Hand tracking is pretty self-explanatory, but it's amazing how much more natural it is to use your hands to interact with the world without needing any controllers or learning any button combinations. Pass-through is one that most people have not heard of yet. It's simply the idea that cameras on a VR headset can keep us present in our surroundings.
I'm guessing this is his girlfriend or his wife. Good job.
Bring digital content into our world. This is mixed reality. Paint Fiesta is inspired by some of my earliest memories of creating digital content. Programs like MacPaint, VTech Master Video Painter, Kid Studio, and Mario Paint all felt like magic at the time.
Yep, I agree with this guy.
Paint Fiesta lets us take digital content beyond the bounds of our rectangular screens and brings it to life in our homes.
Cool. Oh, cool. It's on a grid. I don't know if you guys saw that. I wonder if you can change that grid. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But watch when this kid's painting. It's painting like on grid paper.
And brings it to life.
So it's almost like pixelated. I wonder if this is... I bet there's different styles. So he's playing like some Mario pixelation style or something. Let's see if I can see on his brushes. Yeah, I'm sure down here maybe he's...
With 5 different tools at your fingertips, you can paint your walls, ceilings, and floors with colors, rainbows, stickers, and even realistic materials. You won't get in trouble for writing on the walls because with a pinch of your fingers, the canvas is clean and ready.
I like this.
I've been working with VR for over 10 years. In 2015, I founded a team called Wayfair Next after winning an internal
His hair looks better there. Yeah, he's still shaggy. He still has a style. He looks like a VR programmer for sure. I wish I could just do that. He looks like he wears hats all the time, but he's not wearing a hat right now. Let's see. What's my hair look like right now? Yeah, my hair's I don't even have enough hair right now to do that shit. I can't see my hair right now. I got the hat mark. Yeah, it looks like I got thrown out of a bus. I got brain surgery. That's where they cut me. That's the only bad thing about wearing hats. I always get that fucking mark right there. All right, let's stop making fun of this dude's hair because my hair looks worse. I'm putting my hat
an
on.
augmented reality demo. We use the latest technology to make home shopping more accessible and build launch day experiences for Google.
Wow. Why am I so... You know what? I'm not even going to say.
Tango, Oculus Rift, and Magic Leap. I started my own company in 2019 to build 3D content at scale. But the market wasn't quite ready for the problem that we were trying to solve. It was a valuable lesson in getting feedback early and focusing on the solutions that are the highest priority. With that in mind, now that the initial build of Paint Fiesta is live, it's time for you to get involved. This Kickstarter campaign is all about bringing people together to help influence the future direction of the product. Mixed reality is a brand new way to interact with content and with each other. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm sure that you do as well. Back this project so that we can build something together to inspire a new generation of digital natives to think beyond the screen and bring their imaginations to
Mike, I like what you're doing here. Mike, that was awesome.
controllers.
So if you guys want to do the Kickstarter or whatever, it's called Paint Fiesta. You can go to paintfiesta.com. I actually like that. I think that is cool. Very cool. Paintfiesta.com. Cool. I like that. I like the idea of, especially when Apple, but see, that's the thing. You know, Apple, we're 1 week and 1.5 days away from the announcement, supposedly, of the new AR VR headset from Apple. And you know Apple's going to have that shit. You know Photoshop's going to have an app on that shit. And they're going to do the same shit. So as much as I think Paint Fiesta is adorable, and maybe Adobe or Apple will buy Paint Fiesta for a cool mill, but I feel like they're going to have that. And that's going to be when they announce the AR VR headset next week. Like, they're going to be like, everyone to go in your room while listening to your favorite music and on a phone call in VR. And like, they're going to show you listening to your Britney Spears, and then you're going to see a FaceTime window on your left corner while you're in your kitchen painting the walls different colors. Like, if they do like an advertisement like that, Apple, are you listening? Ribbit. That's the shit you got to show. That's more real shit. Facebook, Meta, whatever. They're selling their Quest like, yeah, when you're like in the business meeting office and you're doing Excel and you want to collaborate with other people in Excel, that's some like snobby ass business that you're working at. No businesses are like that. They're just like, they're more trying to fucking survive and get shit done. They're not being all goofy. Like, hey, let's go into VR and have a meeting. Where if Apple does this right, they can make it like, no, this is what you're doing. You're not doing that shit. You're listening to fucking Britney Spears while FaceTiming your lover and checking out different paint colors. You're not fucking sitting in a boardroom playing chess with Excel spreadsheets and trying to figure out numbers together. And if Apple sells their headset next week like that, where they make it like, no, this isn't anything like Quest, or this isn't anything like Meta. This is like, no, this is you using it. Everyday Bob gets off work. He wants to watch the new Super Mario Brother movie, but also watch 2 different other sports games on the left side while talking to his boys in a group chat on Discord. You know, like multitasking Windows and seeing the real life through it. But everyday shit, if Apple can sell that, that's gonna buy your fucking stock now, guys. Buy your fucking Apple stock now while it's low. And while you're at it, just go buy some Disney stock at it. It's pretty low right now. That's my stock tips. I'm not a professional. Don't even listen to me. That's my stock tips. That's at least what's on my fence right now. I'm like, should I get Disney and Apple right now? Fucking Tesla made me a nice fat bag of cash this week. I guess they announced that they opened up their charging to Ford, which is another stock I own. I pretty much own like 4 stocks, and it's Ford and Tesla are my big 2. AMC. Places I worked at or have some kind of connection with. But yeah, I guess Tesla said that they're going to collaborate and listen with Ford and open up their charging stations to Ford cars. Oh my God. Doesn't that make so much fucking sense? That happened. Tesla stock went up like $20 a share in like 24 hours after they announced that. AMC ain't doing shit. Don't buy into in AMC. Yeah, this is Redban stock tips. Don't buy into AMC. Don't be crazy. Yeah, Apple's down though, and so is Disney. Disney's really down. They announced they're closing that Star Wars hotel that was like what, $3,000 for 2 nights there or something like that. That shit was so stupid. I like when I heard about like a Star Wars hotel, I was really into the idea of staying and like feeling like I'm in space. When I first heard it, I was like, fuck yeah, that sounds amazing. How do I do that? But then when I saw Adam the Woo, friend of mine, Adam the Woo, he went there recently. And there's too much role playing for me. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find Adam's video on it. He stayed there 2 nights, and
welcome.
He stayed there with his friend. Very cool friend he has there. If you don't know the Daily Woo on YouTube, he's addicting. He's one of these guys I always watch early in the morning, right when I wake up. First cup of coffee. I mean, he gets paid just, I mean, his job is just going to Disney like almost every day. And he repeats himself a lot. But you know, he also just like goes on the road and travels small towns and small, like, you know, abandoned places. And yeah, it's just, you know, to me, it's interesting. And, you know, yeah. Anyways, this is one of my recs for early in the morning background shit. But he stayed there. And the hotel, it's called the Galactic Starcruiser. And when you get there, they make you feel like you've been transported into space. The hallways, everything looks like, this is their room. Let's just listen to him talk a little because I miss his sweet voice. And obviously he didn't want to make it look like he's fucking this girl because he's a good Disney guy. And so, of course, they had to say that, you know, she's sleeping in a different bed. Watch.
Now, if you tap your N band right over here for me, you'll be able to meet D3 in just a moment. Now, she's been with the ship all 275 years, so you can ask her.
All right, now this robot is going to explain. That's kind of neat.
Hello, and
Hey.
welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Is now a good time to discuss your journey?
Please.
Yes.
All right, we turn the droid off. And now we're looking into space right now.
So isn't that crazy? You are put into this hotel room, and instead of having a window, this is like in some square ass building somewhere by Disney World. You are put into a room that has a LCD TV in front of you, probably. I don't know if it's LCD or what. It might be a plasma TV, but it makes it look like you're in space.
Look at this. This is out into outer space. So this must be like air conditioning vents? Oh yeah, these are the air conditioning vents up here. This is looking out into space. So this is the room that we have. So there is, it looks like a queen size bed here. And then you got the 2 bunks. You said you wanted the top bunk up there?
Yeah, I want the top bunk.
I was kind of like looking at some photos. I mean, I'm staying spoiler free, but I was looking at some photos of someone that's about my height in here. I'm 6'3", and I'd probably be more comfortable in the bed.
Yeah, you have the bed. I want to take that top bunk.
You gonna get the top bunk? Space bunk. This is a pretty nice room.
This is so cool.
Honestly, this is nicer than I thought it was gonna be.
Anyways, the more you watch it, even seeing this, I was like, hell yeah, I want to stay at this fucking shit. Even I don't care how much it is. This is Star Wars as fuck. I want to feel like I'm in a spaceship, and they almost got me. If Adam would have ended the video right there, I would have got it. Get the black light. I agree. Planet 4. You know, there's fucking space cum everywhere. But then you go outside, and this is more like, I wouldn't say it's more like a hotel. You're almost like at a camp, and you have to go. I don't know if you are forced to go, but you are. Pretty much there's nothing else to do. So you have to go on these missions, or you pretty much have a schedule of shit you have to do. And there's a bunch of actors. So you are around a bunch of people acting like they are Star Wars people, which again, you know, cosplaying and all that stuff is really fun to me. But I also think maybe I would be like, I just want to get drunk and I'm stuck on these people or acting like people. I don't know. But look at those hallways. Do you see that hallway right there? You showed it for a second.
For use while on board and maybe be filled in the atrium. Yeah, I should also add in, if you look up the price online for this experience, you cannot do 1 night. You have to do 2 nights. And they were running I believe it was 20% off sale for annual pass holders. So that's why I opted for this week.
Little did Adam know that literally a week later they announced they were closing this all down in September. But look at this hallway. I mean, even the hallway just looks straight out of a Star Wars movie. You know how much fucking TikToks you can make in this shit?
One thing I gotta say about this place, the theming is on point. I'm already pretty content with this experience, and I'm gonna get a little snack over here at the lunch buffet. It's buffet style. All right, buffet style. So all this food, I'm assuming, is included in with the price.
So yeah, all the food is included in the price. But let's get into what I'm really talking about. Like, you got to watch this whole video if you want to really experience it. So this is walking around.
If you look out the side, you also see out to space and all the ships going by as well through on both sides as well as over here. Yeah. Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm Adam.
Hi, Daphne. Nice to meet you. Oh, have you chosen one of our muster stations? Oh, I think it's that.
You should be setting sails. And are you celebrating anything on this morning?
Our first visit here.
Yeah, first time on the ship.
Well, come aboard. I'm very happy to have you join us.
Thank you.
And so there is also sprinkled into this. So what I guess, how do I explain? So you are put onto a movie, and everything, all the actors are all playing a role like a play. So this person right here that's walking by, this is like one of the popular performers there. She's like the Britney Spears of Star Wars or whatever. And you know, the more you stay here, the more you get to know this whole soap opera. So, I mean, the idea is brilliant. brilliant. Now, I don't, like, I would be very uncomfortable all this time, I think. Like, this is not for me. I would be the first person. I mean, if I was younger, maybe, but I would be the first person. If I had kids, but if I was on this, I'd probably get grumpy quick. I'd be like, God damn it, get me off this goddamn ship.
A sleeping wildcat. Welcome, travelers. It's our pleasure to have you aboard the Starcruiser Halcyon. We have an exciting voyage ahead. Station crash! Station crash!
Now, you might have realized.
And there's other rooms, like there's at nighttime, there's like a bar area. It's kind of like a comedy club where it's like no, it's actually like a music spot, I guess. And this is like the best musician.
In the meantime, I just have to say, what a handsome host you have.
Friends, raise your hand if music has ever lifted you up.
I just met him.
Yes.
So this guy that just happened to sit down next to Adam, he's a part of this whole entire soap opera to the point where like he's the new guy that's very talented and he knows how to play guitar and stuff. Like it's to that point where like people like embed themselves into you. Like you are just meeting somebody that's just coming up and talking to you, and next thing you know, they're, you know what I mean? It's space medieval times. You're right. Even the waiter's acting like he doesn't know his. He just goes, "What's your name?" Like acting like Watch.
Yeah. I just met him.
Yes. We could all use a little lifting up sometimes. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
What's your name, darling?
Something to drink?
Yes, I am Gaia.
I hope so.
That was the guy that was sitting at our table.
Let's find out. Come on up, let's make
So there's the guy that was just sitting on the left. There's the little alien chick in the back.
some noise. Yes. Don't act young. Now,
Quite the dance party is happening in here.
take a bounce and thunderous applause, everyone.
This is gonna be your dessert for tonight.
And of course, all the food, they're all drug addicts. And of course, all the food is, of course, space food. And, you know, so the whole experience, you know, I mean, as fun as it seems, and as grumpy as I get just watching it, because I think you have to, you're kind of forced to kind of like involve yourself all the time. But that's me being a grumpy Gus. And I feel like if I was there, I would have fun. Especially like the Star Wars nerd in me would really come out. Like, look, Chewbacca's there. I mean, how can you...
Stand ready.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. Right now, we're here right now. Do we need to get to the engineering room, the cargo hold, the rig?
Oh, wow.
And they have like real fucking droids walking around and weird Chewbacca's.
Excellent. Is everyone excited for their training?
Yes.
Very good. All right. Does anyone have any prior experience before we get started? No, that's not.
And there is cool things like you do like really fun, I guess, like Disney type shit, including look at this. This is Adam doing like training to be a Jedi, I guess, or something like that.
Let's engage.
And what he's about to show you is that they're getting like, I think lasers or something thrown at him.
Okay, heading back up to the atrium. That was a lot harder than I thought it was. I realized I am not a Jedi yet, and I don't think I ever will be.
I believe in you. You were really good. You're way better than you.
I was like I told the guide, was definitely.
I mean, again, the whole thing looks a lot of fun. If you want to watch this whole thing, this is, I believe, Adam did it, and he stayed there for 2 days, and there's 2 different videos, and he goes into pretty good detail on all of that. And you know, Adam is a good follow. He's a fun guy, you know, to subscribe to. The Daily Woo on YouTube. He's a legend. Also, the more you get to know who Adam the Woo, the more you get to know who he is, the more like he's got a whole backstory, and he's been doing it for a long time. So if you're like one of me's, you're always looking for somebody new on YouTube, and this is somebody old that's new for you, Adam the Woo, and all these little things he do. And it's so funny because you know, the first couple of videos you watch of him and stuff, you might be like, what the fuck is Redban recommending this to me? But I tell you what, ask Janice. She once you start watching him, you're pretty much going to be hooked. And you're going to be like, why the fuck am I watching this? Why am I watching him do the same shit over and over and over again? It's because of him. It's like checking in with an old friend. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me take a break real quick. Frank Poe, thanks for the tip. $2. Thanks, Frank. Oh shit. Frank Poe with another tip. Thank you, Frank Poe. It's very nice of you for the tippy poos. Let me just check out you guys in the chat real quick. I could see it be a fun thing to go for a day, have lunch and dinner, but I wouldn't want to be stuck there for that weekend. Yeah, the idea of having to do it 2 days, and I get why they do it. Because I think if you're there for 2 days, you get like the arc, or you know, like when you watch a movie, you get the beginning chunk of a movie that's usually catches you and like, oh, I need to stay longer. I think that's like what most people probably do is 2 days because it's so expensive. But I bet there's a few people that maybe do longer, and I bet the story continues. And I bet like the real nerds like, no, man, I want the full week. I got the full movie. You only got the fucking opening scene, bitch. You know, like I bet there's Star Wars bitches. But anyways, how I got here, Zach said, Redban bought Disney stock, didn't he? I haven't. But when they announced that this, they were closing this. They announced that this was a, let me find my phone. Where's that attached to? There it is. When they announced that that was closing, and because it hasn't even been open a year, I don't think. And a lot of people, you know, said it was, you know, pretty much the reviews are it's a cool experience. It's overpriced. And a lot of people have been giving it Disney shit because it's super overpriced. And, you know, Disney, you're for kids. You're kids. I mean, what, only rich kids can go to this? You know, I get it. Like, if you're like a kid company, you got to put yourself aside from, like, if you want to do this Star Wars thing, do it in Vegas or something. Like, put it aside from Disney World. Relocate it. I don't know. I think the Star Wars property, since Disney has got it, is kind of weird. I don't know. You just can't have a hotel that costs like $3,000 for 2 days. I mean, that's like insane. And poor kids are like, I want to go to it. And the dad and mom are like, we make $14 an hour. You know. I get it. That's just for really rich nerds. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Let me check out Disney's stock right now. So when Disney announced it, I haven't checked my stock lately. Lord have mercy. But yeah. So right now Disney stock's at, Looks like $88.45. $88.45 each. Let's just go to 3 months ago. Or no, let's just go to May 8th. It was $102. So less than a month, it's almost gone down $20. It's almost gone down 20%. More than, yeah, a little more, yeah, well, about 20%. So that's one stock that I'm thinking about getting, but that's still high. I don't like these $88. That's still too high, because even if it goes up, it's not going to go up that much. You know what kind of stock I like? I like what Ford is. If you look at Ford stock, which I own a lot of, and the only reason I own Ford stock is because my family are Ford people. My grandfather used to be president of Ford Tractors, which was a big deal in the 70s. But yeah, I bought the stock. Right now the stock is sitting at $12. See, that's what I like. I like fucking Ford is $12 right now. Ford. But then you look at Tesla, and Tesla is at fucking $194. Isn't that weird? Well, see, I don't know. I don't understand stock enough, but that just seems like that's crazy. That's crazy. So I like investing in things like Ford that are cheaper. But then that means Ford's not as popular as Tesla. But what? Or does that mean something else? See, I'm not a stock guy. I just bought it more for the family. And then the other thing I own is Dogecoin, which I just, I took a huge loss on that. But it's just pretty much the same every day. So, yeah, I don't recommend that. The other thing I was thinking about buying is, what was it? Disney and Apple. Oh, Apple. So Apple actually took a huge drop earlier this week, and I wish I would have bought it earlier this week. Well, I guess it's not that huge. Apple's pretty low right now. I mean, not really. But Apple seems like it's already pretty expensive. Like right now it's sitting at $175. It seems like that's already pretty expensive. But I feel like when they announce this VR AR thing, I think it's going to maybe take them to 200. I'm just guessing. Again, I don't know anything about stock. It's just me being silly. So right now I'm bouncing. Do I buy Apple stock before they announce AR, VR? And do I buy Disney while they're down? Stock talk. All right, that's all I'm going to talk about stock talk. No more stock talk for Brian. Let me take a little green tea. What's up, Redban? Honest tip. NVIDIA is about to tip over. Buy NVIDIA. Oh, God. NVIDIA is one that I have looked up before. And I agree with you. I actually do agree with you. I haven't checked them lately, though. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't do anything. NVIDIA is at $390 right now a share. They're on the up. They need to get it down. They need a big down before I buy them. And even that, $390, maybe they'll split soon, but that's too much. I ain't putting money in that kind of shit. You know what I mean? That's too high. October 17th, 2022, they were $117. I should have bought it then. Oh my God, that's... If I was a NVIDIA holder, I would be selling so hard right now and then rebuying. No, wait, does that even make sense? No. All right, no more stock talk. I don't want to think about stock talk. That's like gambling to me now. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No. All right. I have like one or two more news stories, guys. And this is... The Meta 3 Quest VR headset is reportedly far lighter and thinner than the Quest 2, says this unknown website called NeoWin, which seems so fake as fuck. NeoWin, huh? Oh, you got the breaking news, NeoWin? Never heard of you ever. Man, I need to charge my vape. Can I charge it using this? Dude, like disposable vapes have chargers now on the bottom of them. What is that for? Something seems like that ain't right. Maybe that's like a loophole they have to do to... I bet it's a loophole. All right. The Meta Quest 2 VR headset is getting a bit long in the tooth. When it launched nearly 3 years ago, is that true? The Quest 2 launched in 2022? Or 2020, I mean? Is that true? I think that's when the Quest launched, right? Was it really that long ago? I guess maybe. That seems crazy. It even had a different name, whatever. It's one of the worst kept secrets in tech that Meta is working on the Quest 3 device. I mean, it's not really a worst kept secret. Like, literally, Meta showed all their devices they were working on like a year ago. And I think they've all talked about the Quest 3. It's not a... God. Should I write VR articles? Or should I put in the effort and get ChatGPT to do it? And now a new report claims to have gotten their hands on with a prototype. Bloomberg, well, that's a good mark. Yeah, that's a real person. Reports that he got access to an early version of the Meta Quest 3. He says that physically the prototype feels far lighter and thinner than the Quest 2. The design of the headset has also changed. He says, instead of a bland-looking gray face, it has 3 vertical pill-shaped sensor areas across the front. The left and right pills each include one color video pass-through camera, the part that lets you see the world around you, as well as a standard camera. That means it has 2 color cameras versus only non-color cameras on the Quest 2. The middle pill includes a depth sensor, a first for Quest, but yet the depth sensor was actually taken out of the Quest 2 or the Quest Pro at the last minute. That headset that's broken, that's sitting on my floor that I need to get a warranty repair for. Instead of the bland-looking gray face, it has... I already said that. The video pass-through hardware on the Quest 3 prototype also got a big improvement for the device's AR mode. It's presented colors more accurately and offered an almost... what happened? What just happened there? It presented colors more accurately and offered an almost lifelike rendering of the real world. The overall performance for the headset's interface and apps is also better and most likely due to a new custom chip that was developed by Qualcomm. Meta will reportedly launch the Quest 3 in October. It's possible we might get a teaser of the headset later this coming week at the company's annual Meta Quest Gaming Showcase. Of course we will. The streaming event, which will show a number of new unannounced Quest VR games, will begin at 10 a.m. Pacific time on June 1st. So June 1st, Thursday. So Meta absolutely is going to show off the Quest 3 Thursday. So breaking news, they know that Apple is going to announce their VR AR headset Tuesday of the following week, June, I think 6th or 7th, whatever that Tuesday is, 6th or 7th. But they know that Apple's going to release their shit. So Thursday, bet your money that Quest 3 is going to be at least announced or a trailer, or they're going to talk about it because they have to. The big boy is stepping in, and it's going to go really bad. And by the way, Zuckerberg, like I was talking to Apple earlier, cut it out with the, hey, you could do spreadsheets and work and all this blah blah blah. Like, who are you? Not everyone works at fucking Facebook, you fucking psycho. Facebook is supposed to be all about fucking communication with your friends and fun shit. Like, show that. What the fuck? You goddamn son of a bitch. We both date Asian girls. What kind of Asian is your girl, man? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the wrong. Maybe you gotta get a Korean girl. I recommend Koreans. I mean, I don't know them all, but look into a Korean girl. If Janice was awake right now, I mean, they sleep a lot. They sleep at weird times too. They don't sleep at night. But look at maybe a Korean girl. Just saying. Is your girl Korean? Is she? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Everyone's beautiful and amazing. This is uncomfortable now. I don't know how I dug myself in. I can't look in the camera right now. I am sucking a vape that's charging, and it works now. Wow. Look at that, USB-C. That's fucking nice. So it was the battery the whole time. Motherfucker got it. And it's clear like this fucking battery pack I was talking about. Look at that. It's fucking, what is this? This is some Chinese fucking white label. Is that what they call it? Or it doesn't even have a fucking name of the company on it. Oh, here it is. Elf Bar. Yeah, cool Elf Bar. This is Apple Peach. Hilarious. I didn't even think of this. This is Apple Peach. I'm glad this is a chill episode tonight, guys, because I am. Where do you shop for Koreans, Brian? Some person, if I was Yulo, no matter what city you live in, there's probably a Korean barbecue. And if you're a waiter, get a job at a Korean barbecue place. It'll fall on your lap. It'll be really tight. If you're like above that, just start going there once a week. Start leaving nice fatty tips. And depending on how much money you have, just, leave $4. Whoa, you crazy son of a bitch. If other than that, yeah, actually, I'm actually the worst to ask because Janice sought me out. My girlfriend sought me out on Snapchat. And it's embarrassing to say that you met your girl on Snapchat, but she's the one that fucking slid into my DMs. She was only like 21 or something like that. 23, 20, something like that. And I'm like, you're 20 years younger than me. Come, you want free tickets to my show? Before that, anytime I saw an Asian girl, I would just kiss their ass also. That's another thing. Anytime you see an Asian girl, kiss their ass. Buy them stuff. If you see if you have an Asian girl that's a friend of a friend, every time you see her, go, you want a shot? You want a drink? Here, let me, just always kiss their ass. That's what you do. Got to be a pimp. You got to start putting seeds down. 2 years later, you might, she's going to remember, like, you always Put your coat down on puddles. You're like, hell yeah, I did. My pimp game is over though now. I have no more game. My game now is trying to cover my nose when my girlfriend farts underneath the sheets. Fun times. Why is this zoomed in so much? Do you have any more news? Oh, one last... Wow, that's... what time are we at? You know what? Maybe... Oh, all right. 1, 2... 2? All right, I have 2 news stories left. And I wasn't going to do one of... I wasn't going to do one of them. But since we already talked about that one, you know, art program earlier, I think this kind of like adds up. Whew. Building Simulator VR, build the house of your dreams in VR. Like we were saying, being able to change the color of your kitchen or your bathroom in virtual reality, that's a big thing. And building a place in VR, that makes a lot of sense. Using materials that maybe this is connected to like your local Lowe's or Home Depot. So it's like, no, these are the bricks. This is what the bricks would look like if you wanted to add all these bricks and do something crazy. Can you imagine like taking all the materials at Home Depot and being able to like build shit in VR and then go, it connects to like the local Home Depot and they go, the parts would cost this much and we can supply a builder for you that can get it done next week. That's kind of fucking cool. Being able to build your house in VR and then having somebody like Home Depot like get good contractors out there with insurances and shit and do it. I mean, I don't know if this is what it's about. I'm just kind of going off on the fucking title of this. In Building Simulator VR, the dream of owning a home can be realized in VR from design to manual construction, brick by brick. Builder Simulator, developed by Epic VR, aims to combine all the aspects of building a house into one VR game. Players create designs on the drawing board, buy materials, and finally lay the bricks themselves to build their own dream home. The simulation is based on Live Motion Games' critically acclaimed Building Simulator. However, using a VR headset, players are supposed to feel like they're actually on the construction site, making the realization of the project even more tangible. Let's just watch the trailer.
Don't you sometimes dream of building a home away from all that surrounding?
All right, can I just pause this real quick? The background music for this obviously is copyright free, but it also sounds like, you ever stay at a hotel in Vegas or something and like for whatever reason your TV resets to like the home like menu of the hotel where it's just like it goes over like, stay here tonight, check out our massage, check out our live shows, like, you know, and it's just like a repeat that goes over and over again of the hotel you're staying at. Like, this is the music that I remember from like waking up hungover as fuck. I had to check out in like an hour and just hearing like Mandalay Bay's music going over and over in my head. Cause I sleep with the TV on, or I used to.
Around you and recharging your batteries? If so, welcome! My name is Builder, and welcome to Builder Simulator!
This is the song. Welcome to the Mandalay Bay.
From the very foundations.
Go
decide for yourself
play with a
where
shark.
You want to build it. A rocky slope among the trees with a view of a lake? Check! Idyllic, peaceful countryside? Check! Or maybe you'd like to build a house on a typical American suburbs?
Ooh, I like that.
Mate!
I'm
There
a
are many
suburb boy.
possibilities, and it's up to you where you want to build. Can you imagine a game about building houses without being able to design them? Neither do I. The drawing board is already waiting for you, my young architect. What? You can't draw? Neither can I. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. If you prefer to focus on only building, you can use a few ready-made projects that I have prepared for you. Building a house is a tough job. Don't even talk about it. As a construction robot, I know something about that. I promise you on my components that the satisfaction that comes from building your own home is incredible. The fun doesn't end with building a house, though. After all, every room you design has a purpose, right? In Builder Simulator, you can also furnish your house. This will be my kitchen. I like the view out the window. This is where I'll play my...
Now, I like this, but this is also like Sims and stuff like that. The other thing we saw earlier, the painting one, actually use your own house's walls, which I think is way cooler than... This is just fucking Sims. This is playing Barbie. This ain't what I was talking about and preaching about. This ain't connected. This ain't connected to no Home Depot. This ain't what I was thinking about. I don't even want to watch the rest of this. How much? It's almost over.
My console. This is where I'll play my PC. I mean, this is where I'll be working. Let me do a quick montage. Fantastic! Mortgage? Loan installments? Don't worry about that. In our game, you'll be able to afford any house. Design and build the home you want. Furnish it and enjoy the beautiful views. We'll see you in the game.
I mean, it looks fun. It's like, you know, it's like a create a character kind of situation, but you're building a house. And yeah, I mean, I could see myself doing that, smoking a lot of green tea, like, and somebody said in the chat, oh, Cassio said, I don't want to play this, but I'd watch somebody play. Yeah, that seems like something that I could like take a nap to. And I like those kind of videos. I'll take a nap. Wait, this is a 4-hour video of you playing fucking building simulator with light to no talking? I'm in. All right, last news story, guys. And this is an interesting one. So one of my favorite games recently, of course, is High on Life. You know, that game where you're from the creator, Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty. If you haven't played it, High on Life, highly recommend it. Get it ASAP. Rocky, it is fucking amazing, and I'm ready to do a live stream someday of me playing it. But somebody found out how to play it in VR. Rip it. And if you play that game, it's a first-person shooter, and it should be in VR. And maybe or maybe not, maybe this isn't true, but maybe I talked to Justin Roiland before this game came out and asked him if it was coming in VR, and maybe or maybe not, he says he wants it to be. Maybe.
Today, I'm going to show you how to play High on Life in virtual reality.
This guy's voice is amazing. This is like that guy I was talking about the other day, this guy's brother that talks like Josh Martin, but he's British. Is this real life?
I'm using a Luke Ross, sorry, not Luke Moss. A Luke Ross mod. Well,
his voice is so interesting.
And How many games does it run? I'll put a description of the mod.
So it's a mod. It is not an official release. We just learned that. Let's just look at the gameplay. I don't need to know how to do it.
I'll show you the settings that I've got it on now. Because when I first tried this game, it was shit. This gun here, again, if you want to take a look at the gun, like that, just press down on the right stick. Oh, it's not the right stick, so it's the left stick. Okay, now I need to stop smoking that shit. Look, and he talks to you. Usually doesn't shut up, but you can quieten him down by, again, there's settings that you can change, which will, you can either have him talking frequently or less frequently. Also, what I like to do is turn the alternate eye rendering. I like to try mono in most games because I don't know.
I can't listen to this guy. This is too ridiculous. But yeah, if you wanted to play High in Life VR before an official version of it comes out, just Google search High on Life VR. There is a mod for it. Or check out the videos that we were watching right there. His name is Mick Manchester's Gaming Videos. Wow. Wow, we learned so much. It's almost an hour and 30 minutes into the show. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this at all. You know I can't believe it. I have no idea the sacrifices that Memorial Day people do for us on a daily basis. Yes, basis. Because they're blazing speed when it comes to clicking the wrong thing on Adobe. What? Nope, I'm not doing Adobe. I'm not doing Adobe Photoshop at all. I am not making a thumbnail for part 2 of Virtual Redban. No. I am talking to you guys on the flip side. What's the flip side mean? Think about it. When you die, where do you go? Do you think when you die, you just become nothing and you have no soul anymore and that you don't even know where you're at? Yeah, you're 100% true. You're 100% right. That's exactly what happens when you dream. Do you know where you're at? No, of course you don't. You'll wake up, be like, where the fuck am I? But when you're dreaming, hours go by. You pretty much reset your brain. It doesn't exist. Well, I hate to bring it to you. On a platter of lies. But when you die, you ain't gonna remember shit. And you're never gonna wake up until 5 million years later, when the technology is there to grab your bones, get that DNA. Now, unfortunately, if you get burnt, if you get, your body charred, it's gonna be harder for them to do it. But they're still gonna be able to do it. It's just gonna take them 5 billion more years until they can do that. But when they do that, they're going to be able to bring you back and your soul back. It's going to be this whole soul, back to the soul, song is going to be playing all over the derby derps. Never going to be able to die forever because of technology. The devil has found a way to become a programmer that has a hairstyle that's a little wacky. All right, if you guys don't know what I'm doing, then you must be new here. For the last 3 minutes, I was just photoshopping the thumbnail for part 2 of Virtual Redban. That's why I sounded like I was making no sense, because I don't even know what I was talking about. Was I talking about thumbnails? What was I talking about? See, my brain, I tried to like separate what my brain was doing in Photoshop and what my mouth was doing. Separating that is really hard to do. But I made a thumbnail for part 2. And yes, this whole show is in 2 parts. One part is me talking to you like this, like I guess. And the second part's where we actually go into virtual reality. And it's going to start in about 10 minutes. This stream's going to end, and in 10 minutes, a new stream's going to start for part 2. If you're on YouTube, you could just refresh your page. If you're on Twitter, you'll see a link to part 2. And I'm right when I finish this first part, and we're finishing it now. Guys, you have 10 minutes to grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, put this on your TV while you masturbate and look at OnlyFans. You have 10 minutes to come back. I'll see you soon.
Yeah!